the wonderful land of Penguin, the mating season has started and lots of penguins are getting married. One of the wonderful red penguin named Bob got married to a white penguin named Alice. They loved each other very much and had many eggs. When they hatched, all of them were pink. But how did they got their mixed colors? From the last video we saw that all of them should be a red penguins, and we have to explain it right now. To explain our phenomenon, we need to use Punnet's tables and dive deep. Let's define a letter A as the gene for the color. The parents would have been a capital A, and the small a genotypes, and all of the children would be heterozygous. Now we need to check what is the difference between the wild type genotype and the heterozygous genotype. In a wild-type genotype, many red pigment synthesizing proteins get created from both of the genes and many red pigments get synthesized. Meanwhile, in heterozygous case, one dominant allele is not enough to synthesize the same amount of proteins. As such, we get lower amounts of protein and lower amounts of red pigments. And because of that, we get a mixture of the white and red colors, which is pink. And this phenomenon is called incomplete dominance, when one dominant allele can't fully express its wild genotype. In Penguinland, another couple also got married, a blue penguin named Martin and a red penguin named Jessica. They loved each other very much and had 4 eggs. Now, can viewers guess what would be a color of their offspring? If you said purple, you are wrong, because they actually became variegated, and we know this is not the case of the incomplete dominance. As such, we need to have some another explanation for such a phenotype. To explain this phenomenon, we need to use a Punnett square, and let's define the gene A for this case 2 as the gene of the color. Now in Punnett square we can see that all of their kids are heterozygous, which provided the variegated color, aka having blue spots on their red body or vice versa. Now what could be a reason for that? In the first video we mentioned that the recessive allele in this case produced a functional protein, thus giving us no pigments, but in this case it is able to synthesize functional but different protein. So if we check the phenotypes for both homozygous genotype, one has ability to produce red pigment synthesizing proteins, and the other has ability to produce blue pigment synthesizing proteins, thus giving us different colors. In heterozygous case, both of them get expressed at their fullest, and in some step of development, cells choose which color producing pigment they should express, thus giving us the variegated pattern. This phenomenon is called codominance, where 2 or many alleles get expressed at the same time. Another example for this is the blood types in humans. In conclusion, incomplete dominance happens when a single dominant allele cannot create full wild phenotype, and codominance happens when both dominant alleles try to get expressed at the same time. Thanks for watching this video.